Let's see. Oh, for fuck's sake. Mm, okay. Hi and welcome to the stream. Today we are going to be talking about Marvel Strike Force again. I haven't streamed this in a long time. I was actually waiting to level up some characters like Loki. I got real lucky with that one. I'm going to show off some builds. I'm going to talk about the State of the Alliance and stuff like that. So let's go. First do Arena. Because I want to show you my new team for Arena. It's, well, new. Anyway, this team now is pretty cool. The reason I'm using it is very simple. Um, we are feeding Gamora with a lot of energy from Thanos and Peter Quill. So whenever she is actually doing something or killing, she's gonna get more energy, and you can like chain her like fuck. So she can maybe get 5 attacks in single turn if you're really lucky. Of course, you need to kill people, but and 5 in 1 is basically enemy team is dead. Anyway, this is good synergy right here. Yondu is like my strongest character as well at the moment. I beefed him up to 35,000. I'm now trying to beef up Thanos, Star-Lord, and Rocket. There's Loki here. I'm gonna get him up as well. I'm not using him at the moment for my first team. He's not really strong enough for that at the moment, and kind of when you're using it with Yondu, it's not really a great idea for that. From my last video, I think Deadpool got now in my first row. I was leveling him up a little bit because of the new changes that are coming to Marvel Strike Force, X-Men, and X-Force guys. So I had to do. I was trying to rush him a little bit to at least tier. Oh, actually, he's tier 12. I forgot about that. Why is he tier 12? Oh, I forgot that he's tier 12. I thought he was tier 11. Anyway, so basically I have Yondu, Iron Man, and Deadpool at tier 12 at the moment. I'm not using any money at the moment to beef myself up. The reason is simply the amount of offers and the amount of money that they're trying to force you to use in the free-to-play game is insane. I really don't like that. It's very imbalanced in my opinion. I don't mind if you're using 5 euros a week, it's perfectly fine, but when you get to the end of the month you get 20 euros, then if you want something you get to 40 euros or 60 euros or 100 euros per month. That's already too much. For 100 euros a month you can get like 4 fucking new games, in my opinion. Anyway, long story short, we now have Yondu and Gamora that are really well, Gamora, I haven't leveled Gamora in a really long time. I just got her HP bonus. She's still tier 11 and she's one of my strongest heroes. Because I'm using her a lot, I feel I need to make her stronger. But the orange gear for her is not really that strong. Level 7, you get 10 chance for bonus attacks. It's 40%. Wasting 180 is too much in my opinion. They introduced level 7 to all gear now. That was last week. Before that you could only do the basic and the passive. This is actually kind of worth it to get. 4 damage to primary target and 20 damage to additional. It's kind of cool. Flying Slash I would really recommend for this because you are basically guaranteed, well, almost guaranteed to get a single shot that's gonna blast people away. It's 420 damage if you have level 7. Uh, they updated the defenders. Now the Iron Fist has the strongest attack in the game, beating Iron Man in the process, and actually beating Ultron in the process as well, because they had a lot of damage. To basically, it was 400. Well, Ultron has really lots of damage. Game 1 ability, positive effects on stuff. That's really good. Anyway, at the moment my Cosmic team is way more comfortable for me to play with, and Shield team is kinda, and Shield Avenger team is kinda going down. In my opinion, it's way easy to break them. I was around 37th in Arena team. It's very difficult to maintain when you have people that pay a lot of power cores to get up and up and up. Um, Nothing you can do really about that. So I'm gonna show you this setup, how it works a little bit. We're gonna do it in Arena, and then we're gonna do some blitzes. After that, we're gonna do some other stuff. So this team we can pretty much beat. I was beating teams that were, well, in blitz at least 180k easily. Uh, the problem here is obviously Spider-Man, and Crossbone is kind of easy to deal with as well. So let's go do this. Sorry about that. So I have set them up like this. Very good reason, because he will buff up these two, and he will buff up these two. Very simple. So let's go on Quake. I want to give Quake a beating, so she's done. So see 2 energy here from Peter Quill on his turn. We're gonna start banging on him. That's a lot of damage basically right there. We actually don't need to kill him. We can start banging on him. Very simple. Even though he did a lot of damage to her, I think she's gonna die as well now. No. Okay, fine. I was a little bit lucky. That was a lot of damage because of Spider debuff. Kind of lucky there, but still, now we have his ultimate. We're gonna blind, but not really working that well. He actually stunned him. That's actually pretty strong. And then we're gonna kill that. So, very simple, very easy to deal with Captain America at the moment. Thanos is like #1 tank in my opinion at the moment, simply because he's giving energy per kill. That means he's very viable in raids. Very, very much viable. Especially if you're doing cosmic lanes, and I'm gonna talk about that later. So, pretty easy to deal with Arena. Let's get these orbs out of the way. And let's do dailies. I'm not doing that donation, I'm gonna talk about that later. They introduced that as well. Claim, let's do that. So let's go do blitzes. I'm being very lazy with the blitz lately. I find it very tedious at the moment. So I'm just doing to do all the milestones. So we have this team right here. I can choose something else. No, no. Well, this one can be easy. The only problem is Koret right there. He's kind of annoying to deal with, since he gets plus speed when he kills somebody and at start. So he might ability block some of my dudes as well. Like that. Thank God he blocked. Grr. So that's one down. We're gonna start killing off Korat. There's lots of assists right there going on. Let's do Rona next. She's not really like, the way this works is for raids they can like deal much better, but even with this it's perfectly fine to deal with them. Energy again, and Blitz is done. Very easy, took me like less than a minute to do. Very fast to do as well, and I'm gonna get to milestone 9. Very, very easy. This team is very easy to deal with as well. You just need to focus you on the first, and then just crossbones, and the battle is over. The good thing about Thanos is he can taunt in for 2 turns, so there's not gonna be any problems with that. And he's down. Now we're gonna actually focus on Gamora because she's annoying to deal with right there. She got healed a little bit, doesn't matter, they're gonna nuke them with AoE. You have basically 3 AoEers and like 3 single nukes. Like, this is pure damage build, if you want to talk about that. She had 2 turns, kills, whatever. I hate Gamora. Like, I don't like the character, in my opinion. I was never a fan of her. It's just that she's very fucking useful. Like, and if she's useful, I'm gonna use her. That's why I actually loved her from the start. I was focusing on her so much, and she got me where I am now. So from the moment I started doing Blitz, she was my first choice, and she's very, very good at that. We can do this one. Spidey again, a little bit annoying there, but other than that, pretty standard teams right there. Quake has fallen off a lot lately. Not seeing her that much, and she's very easy to deal with as well. Like, there's no point in, I don't know how to say it, like having her in the team at the moment. So I'm gonna waste all my major attacks on Drax. He's almost gonna be down as well, and he's dead. So we're gonna focus on Quake next. Actually, I'm gonna do this and focus on Quake. Now, why I'm doing this is because there's a chance Yondu might get a turn. If he gets a turn, that means he is gonna be fucking my T up. But we got this, we got blind, and that means he's gonna do 0 fucking damage. Very easy to deal with. And we are killing everything. Rocket is also buffing our team with increased damage, if we are lucky. So this team is a little bit about luck as well. It's not only it's good, it's a little bit about luck, unfortunately. But from my perspective, I lost 1 battle in last 3 weeks with them in blitzes, and I haven't, maybe 1 battle in arena in last 2-3 weeks since I started using it. Basically from the last stream, basically. Repeating myself. Sounds very, very weird. So this team, again, we have standard setups, standard heroes, very easy to deal with. Even if they put vision, like, you can remove the buff from Crossbones very easily with Yondu, and that's why I actually upgraded him, because he's the only villain that I'm using for removing debuffs. So he's pretty good in that regard. And Yondu is dead. And now Quake is dead. So that's 2 heroes in the first turn that died. Very easy to deal with. Second turn. Third hero. We're gonna blind them just for fun. Remove the buffs. Fourth hero. So maximum 3 turns to deal with any type of team composition. Now, so we are done with this team. I'm gonna change to my shield team or Avenger team. It's pretty standard. I started using Deadpool in that setup, and I can always choose Quake or Hawkeye at the moment. I'm actually gonna go for lulz and choose Loki this time, just so I can show him off a little bit in Blitz, and he's pretty cool. And actually, this is a pretty good team to deal with. Because first term he can kill 1 person. He can kill if you have Loki in your team. It's almost guaranteed that you're gonna kill. So let's focus on Crossbones. We wanna remove Crossbones from the game. Very easy. He has debuffs, and he has lost half of the HP. Very easy to counter Deadpool. And we're gonna do this, and he is dead. We're gonna stun Kingpin. Now, why am I stunning Kingpin? Very simple. I don't want the buffs to get on the enemy team. He is gonna blind me probably next, which is kinda annoying. And this is the second skill that you use, basically his ultimate. It's like using hand sentry. Very, very nice. And I just countered Deadpool's ultimate. So you can counter Deadpool's ultimate like that. Very easy. I used Loki in that kind of situations a lot as well. Doesn't matter. He's gonna die next turn as well. So this might be actually my next team. Like, I can use Quake, I can use Loki, I can use Hawkeye. Doesn't really matter. They're all useful in the Shield Avenger combo. But Loki's gonna be up there. He's one of the major villains, and I actually have him as my avatar in game at the moment. I got really lucky. Got 150 shards from a premium orb. Who knew? This team is gonna be annoying, but it's doable. So let's try it. So we have Drax. We're gonna nuke him with Loki, of course, and Iron Man probably. So he's probably gonna die. So let's see. And we buff them up and start nuking Drax. I kind of hate going against Drax. I think my other team is much more better for doing this. And we can start doing Yondu. Now, why did I go on Yondu? Very simple. He's gonna use his ulti next. I usually use he doesn't die that fast actually. That's pure thing. But Loki can counter Yondu as well, so it's not really a biggie. Anyway, again, very simple, very easy to deal with. This is Blitz. Soon we are gonna be moving on raids. We did Ultimus 6, and we are probably gonna start doing them every day, which is really good. I was kinda skeptical a little bit, to be honest, about doing them every day. I'll do actually one more. Nah, I can do it later. Let's see what we have in orbs. I have 2.16 million gold, and the reason is they increased the cap to level 70, so you need to have gold to level up stuff. Oh look, we got Drax. Whatever am I gonna do with that? I need to show you the Venom character as well. I was never a big fan of Venom. Race is gonna kill me because of that. But he's pretty good. Like, I haven't seen a lot of controllers as a villains, and he's pretty good regarding that. He can be next Yondu, in my opinion. He can flip positive effects to negative effects with his basic attack. Now that's really strong. I'm not sure if he can flip taunt. I haven't tried that yet, but I don't think so. He has bleed effect with his second. Apply 3 bleed at level 6 and then level 7 for 2 turns. That's a pretty strong deal. So basically you have something like Doctor Strange with his basic attack, then you have something like secondary attack of Black Widow when she chains, and we have Corruption, Heal Block, very good, and he can spread the negative effects all around. So if you combine him with somebody that has a lot of debuffs and you can debuff as well, enemy will be debuffed all the time. Symbiosis, on turn 60 chance to heal 5 of this blah blah, gain plus one if Spider-Man is present. So he has some synergy with Spider-Man. And defense up if health is greater than 95%. So this is a pretty good passive right there. It affects only him, but you don't need to heal him, so that's pretty good. Of course, you can counter all of this with heal block, so there are ways to counter him. Personally, I'm not gonna use him that much at the moment. I don't have a setup that's viable. I don't have a city team that's viable for me, and I'm not going for city team. I'm I've never been a fan of city teams. On the other hand, Iron Fist is a very strong dude at the moment. On level 30, I clear 3 positive effects from the target. Now, if that would actually apply before he does the damage, it would be way better. So I don't really know if it affects before damage or after damage. Well, I'm pretty sure it's gonna affect after damage, but I don't know if it's 100%. Because if it's 100%, then you can pretty much nuke the Thanos out of Oblivion. On that story, the reason I leveled Yondu is level 7, 40 damage and 5 piercing, so pretty good level basic ability, since I'm using it a lot to remove positive effects with my Cosmic team. Second is still positive effects from 2 enemies, very good to have, especially against teams that buff each other up, so you can steal effects and put it on Yondu. I don't know if I'm gonna level up these two yet. I kinda need to level up some, like Gamora. I need to buff her up a bit. I need to balance my characters up. Like he needs to have more damage as well. I'm not using Groot, and I'm not gonna use Groot, but he still does a lot more damage. Basically, if you have Quill in your setup, you gain almost the same amount of damage as you get Groot. So that's pretty cool. Also, Gamora gets buffed by Star-Lord. And I actually didn't talk about Star-Lord. The reason I'm using him is because of this right here. Like, that simply is very good. You have plus 20 speed and plus 30 damage to your Guardian allies. So that's a lot of damage right there. So Rocket and Gamora are gonna be doing a lot of damage. They're a little bit squishy, all 3 of them, but that's where Thanos comes in. If they survive the first turn, if you don't nuke them, you're pretty good, pretty okay. And if you're in arena, you have Yondu. They're gonna think, oh my god, Yondu is really strong, and they're gonna force Yondu. But he's my kinda fake. I think it would be a better setup if I used Loki instead of Yondu within that team, simply because I'm not summoning minions with Yondu that much, and you kind of need that debuff for defense down on the first turn. That means that Gamora can almost nuke on the first turn 1 person. That would be way better. And if Thanos is feeding energy to Loki, you can maybe get on the second or third turn again defense down, 2 people killing that person. Very easy. So let's go to do some. Let's finish this daily first. The reason I'm not going to do a donation at the moment, I'm trying to see where we are in alpha. So we have 10 more hours. I have 35 after 50, so I'm gonna empty this and then do donations. That's how I do it. I was pretty lazy this morning. I was actually waiting to do the stream so I can continue, because these nodes are really easy. And let's go onwards. So this is my global team that I'm using at the moment. I am gonna change the Night Nurse, but actually first I need to check what's in this setup. So we have Loki. Okay, so we have Mordo. When I see Mordo in enemy team, I usually don't want to have Night Nurse, so we are not gonna have Night Nurse there. We're gonna put Quake. The reason is, it's very annoying if you have Night Nurse and she cannot heal your team, and you cannot prevent the buffs unless you kill him first, so very difficult to deal with at the moment. Let's do this, and Spider-Man got killed. I got kinda lucky. Then again, I don't think that's lucky. I put slow, very simple. I want them slowed. We're gonna stun Mordo, and then we're gonna start using Deadpool again. And now we can use the ultimate. That way, we maximized our effect. We slowed it down, and we waited for more enemy to spawn. They didn't deal that much damage on Captain. I will have to use some power cores, or whatever you want to call it, to heal him up a bit. I'm not risking next battle for him to die, especially with this crazy setup right here. I'm not gonna put a Night Nurse in. It's 20 only, so it's really fine. And you can always get them more from Blitz. Okay. So it's pretty much a tech team right there. Going to kill him as fast as we can. And we don't know buffs. There we go. We're gonna slow this, and well, we're actually gonna kill him. Kinda annoying, but what you gonna do? We're gonna do this and defense up. Slow on this side, and we are gonna start nuking Deadpool. Speed up, and oh, we can do this very easy. So we removed 2 targets out of that equation. We're gonna try killing this. There we go. Very, very, very nice. They should be dying soon, I hope. I'm gonna do this just in case. I'm not sure if she's gonna die. So basically we got major damage just from Iron Man's second ability, which is the AoE. Kinda okayish, I guess. It wasn't so bad. And well, let's see. Here we have this setup. I think we can start putting a healer in. Let's try to heal my team. This is the way I'm playing Alpha raid is so my Cosmic team. That's the reason I'm not trying to do Alpha 3 yet. We tried it first time, didn't work out so well. Now this is pretty annoying team. I'm gonna do this. Let's see if Cable is gonna die. No, but he's gonna die now. Let's heal up them. I'm gonna stun him. He actually went on the okay section. That was actually a bad idea. That was a very, very, very bad idea there. Oh my god. I need to kill him. And that was a very bad idea, killing Groot. For the reason of defense up when you kill Groot. The only reason. Kill Deadpool, and now we have these guys. Oh, Regen is up. Let's try to steal this one. I'm gonna kill him as fast as I can. And then we are gonna start doing this. The reason is very simple. He can buff up the whole enemy team. So we really don't want that. No, we don't. He's dead. We can speed up. Now he's gonna taunt. Kinda bad. Deadpool is still alive in the back, so they still have some damage dealers, and he actually hits quite a lot in the with his basic attack. No, why did you have to crit? I should have actually healed her, but it doesn't matter. It will matter next battle when she dies from one of the attacks, because Captain won't have a taunt. So now, like, for me to get to this part, it's very easy. I can use my main, well, global and like a very weak team. So we have the 60% here. Our strike team 3 is a little bit lacking right there. Unfortunately, one of the players that was a long-standing member and my officer left 2 days ago. He wants a bigger challenge. I'm going to talk about that as well. Let's do Ultimus 3 a little bit, and then this actually I lost 10 energy because it got bugged here in the morning, and I can show you how it works as auto combat. Very easy. You don't need to do anything. For Ultimus, you can just let it go. She had 3 attacks in 1 turn. Very fast. Takes you 20 seconds to finish nodes in Ultimus 5. Now the reason we have actually launched Ultimus 6 and Ultimus 5 is simple. I'm trying to maximize the effect of raid keys because of the raid season ending, and we're actually going to continue doing that. Before we were not ready for Ultimus 6, but I think now we are. It took a little bit longer for us than expected to start moving forward to Ultimus 6. It's very difficult to manage like that when you have stronger and weaker players, when the gap is almost I'm now 155,000 and my weakest player is barely 100k with his strongest team. That's his strongest team. We're not talking about raid team, so his raid team is probably lower than that. That's very difficult to manage your alliance like that, and it forces me to become a villain of some sorts and start implementing kicks if needed. Because in my opinion, what happened with Jake was he wanted a challenge, and when you have a top player that's being constrained by weaker players, it's very difficult to keep him. There's nothing really you can do. Like I'm not gonna make promises. I tried making a second alliance. It didn't work. 2 people that were supposed to go there, well, 1 person that was supposed to go there didn't go there, probably quit, and the second person never replied back. He wanted to come back, and I want to move some people there. Unfortunately, and nothing I can do. Shit happens. So we did all these raids. Now I'm gonna show you the donation system. So you go alliance, very simple. Oh, they finally fixed it. That's previous day rewards, yeah. So I got 25 energy from previous day, and we have already maximized donation for today. I don't need to put premium. I can just put this one. I am not gonna open them now. If I open them all now, I would lose probably a little bit. Anyway, I'm losing it already this as well. Symbiotic, very easy to get when you have 5 cosmic characters like I did. This is pretty bad because I forgot to do this in the morning, so I'm losing a lot of shards. It was very easy to do cosmic. Maybe 1 node was a little bit hard, but all that. I'm probably not gonna get Nick Fury again. I'm still not ready to get my Kree minions. I'm kinda lazy with that. At the moment, what I need to do is there's an option to farm up Yondu's node for this, or get Rocket up and running. I really want to get Rocket up, but you can see that there's problems with that. I need to have lots of stuff farmed. So let's try this as well. I'm farming all this stupid crazy stuff for Rocket. Let's do this one. So we finished my daily campaign. So in 6 hours I need to go back and do this again. Now let's talk about Loki before I go back into the raid. Eldritch Bolt. Got a nice attack. It's pure piercing. So very nice. Like Yondu. He's similar like Yondu in that regard. And he has 40 chance to get evade. And that's on level 6 with 50 on level 7. So he's like Nebula in kind of regard with her third attack, and Yondu with first attack. So that's a nice combination right there. Now this is the skill that we saw earlier. Apply defense down to primary target for 2 turns. Mind control 1 enemy, and 75 chance to control a second enemy. Now, in my opinion, you don't need to have this on 220 oranges to get to enemy. That's for me a waste. It needs to be different something. It's not good. You already have 75%. You might get like 10,000 damage for 220, and you're gonna use it at the start. Very ineffective way of boosting your damage. For me, the most effective boosting is either your passive or your basic attack. You can also boost your ultimate, but depends which one. We have mirror image. Apply stealth to self and all allies except mirror images for 2 turns. 40 mirror image damage. To gain 2 for 2 turns, you gain invisibility. This is actually very good. It counters Yondu a lot, but that means that your tanks are kind of useless. A little bit. Yeah. But mirror images again evade, so they're gonna be tanking. If you have 2, you have 2 free tanked minion attacks. Passive. I don't know if I'm happy with his passive. Like, this is pretty cool to gain 15% speed bar and 10% speed bar as well. So he's pretty good with Mordo, but only Mystic controllers. So, and you know, like you have Loki and Thor and the kind of brothers, and they work well sometimes. Like they should, like even though I saw, like if you saw the movies and you're following the movies, and you kind of get, oh, well, they're actually good working together. Why then them get something like synergy? Like Thor has a synergy with Loki because they're Asgardians, yeah. But multiple time in the movies it was said that Loki is not Asgardian, so why is that here? And the second of all, they work together. Like they could have done some stuff to mimic their teamwork. Oh, that's basically your Loki. I managed to get him to level 65 and 22,000 power by rushing a lot. I have more than level 65 soon, probably tomorrow. Use it for daily quest. And slowly I'm getting Kingpin as well. These old heroes are 65, and I'm gonna need a lot of gold to get them to 70. So that's why I started stockpiling this. Let's do basic claim. And let's go back to raids. 31 out of 50. So if I used all those donations, I would have actually lost. And we don't really need to invest that much. There's also a different part of alliance system. I actually forgot. Let's go back. So when you're not planning something, you just do it. Then you forget alliance donations. You have the start tech right here, and people are donating 60, 60, 60, and somebody are donating 30. I'm not donating 60 at the moment. I'm saving a little bit for raids just in case. And when we hit 7 to 20, I don't need to. It will be better, but it's fine. So we have Tech, Biomystic, Skill, Mutant. Basically what happens here is you buff them up. I like to buff up the Tech team, especially the damage. Mystic team as well. We're gonna Skill, Mutant. I should probably buff up Mutant as well because that buffs up Deadpool. But you don't gain that much since it's only a little bit of that you have. I'm gonna buff up health. I really need health on the tech minions. Tech characters. And we have exactly 170 for bio, so let's put that there as well. Again, I'm not opening this. You get rewards like that. You saw in like in last 5 minutes how it got. They finally fixed that alliance screen. It actually doesn't work on phones still. I'm playing on BlueStacks. So next, yeah, Strike Alpha 2. Let's go die with my main team. This is pretty much where this setup ends. That's been like that for a while. I come here, I die. Let's speed up, defense up. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. That was a waste. And I just did a worst thing I could do. Because now he's taunting almost all the time. And we have regen up. Ah. Oh my god. And I can't do anything until I kill him. I'm gonna try to kill these two, but they have death proof. Again, taunt up. And that pull down. Finally, he's dead. So it took me a long time to kill him. And now he's gonna have a taunt. Again. But we are gonna finish this, so that's at least something. I'm not hoping for this team to survive past this. It's very, very difficult. We need to kill this sniper somehow. Okay. Oh, that's actually pretty great. Managed to have Black Widow and Iron Man saved. And Night Nurse. I still have Night Nurse. So there's a team that I need to healing. Very good. And then we have this node, which is only Cosmic. And that's why I was saving my Cosmic team. See, not used still. So we have Thanos, we have Star-Lord, we have Yondu here, and Rocket Raccoon here. If one of the characters die, I put Loki. It's usually Yondu or Rocket. If Gamora dies, I need to revive her. If Rocket dies, I don't need to revive him. But if Gamora dies, I need to revive because she is, even though she's not the strongest, she's second strongest, and it's very difficult to survive without her. So we're gonna kill Rocket right there. Yeah, we're gonna kill him. And then we're gonna start nuking Star-Lord. Still not dead. Fuck. Okay, that was a bad idea. Thanos might die. If Thanos dies, I need to revive him. And it's very likely he's gonna die. Yeah, he is gonna die. Cannot heal him. but he's dead. Oh well. It's a little bit problematic because now they're gaining damage on my other characters. We are gonna blind this too. He needs to die now. At least I got one healing out of that. So yeah, I lost my Thanos, which is very unlucky because I couldn't use his ultimate because of healing block. Since somebody got... That's why I kinda hate Korat. He's my Thanos destroyer. So we need to actually heal him, which is kinda bad. But we are doing a lot of damage. It's pretty fine. I can manage to get to the boss and then die. But for this type of lanes, you need two really strong cosmic teams to attempt level 3. Otherwise, it's simply not gonna work. So we killed him. Let's see if we can kill. No. Okay. That was very unfortunate right there. Oh my god. That's a lot of damage. Oh my. Oh, that was unfortunate. Come on. How long do you have that debuff? I thought he's gonna heal Yondu, but very unfortunate. Oh, I'm losing one character per battle, which is pretty bad. Okay, we have 3 more lanes that I can do for sure, but we are not gonna do them now. So you see the problems I'm having with the team. It's not just this team, it's any team we come here. It's Mordo. Mordo fucks my team up because I cannot heal anything. And it's very difficult to manage this sometimes. I lost Thanos and Gamora in 2 battles, 1 each. Very, very difficult to maintain like that. Now regarding Foxnet and all these offers that are flying out, they lower the prices on some of the stuff, in my opinion, but it's... by the way, it's Heroka is like Croatian money, but it's like 10 euros, 10 euros, 10 euros. They're charging too much, in my opinion. This, like all this, is not really good offers for a person that's gonna play this. If you're making a free-to-play game, you cannot VIP the 1% of your buyers. Like when I started, I was buying offers because I was stupid, and it was just too much. I haven't bought in a long time now. I'm still number 1 in my alliance. People are starting to catch up, and while we're on that subject, I'm gonna say a few things as well. I have the strongest team, 155,801, and you saw my strongest team. It's Yondu, Gamora, Cap, Iron Man, and Deadpool. Pretty good damage dealers and a tank. That might be strong, but they don't have any synergy. So the strongest team might not be the truth. Then we have Texarkana with below 100k. He's ready to go to 100k. Now Texarkana is with us for a long time. Unfortunately, his strongest team is 92,000. So very difficult to. He's starting to do the city team, which is 92,000. So I kind of need people that like city teams, and he's gonna have nice city lanes. But this is one of the problems that why the strongest people are leaving. See the difference? 155, 92. And then we go to the collection power. Have 817, and Sun Moon has 236,000. And his strongest team is 116k. Very difficult to play with this kind of people. Now this is a pure free-to-play player, and he has easier arena than me. And he's brand new basically. He has only 777 blitz wins, no characters in max star, all-time blitz no blah blah blah, and all-time arena 74. Only 236 collection power. So if I put him on a lane that's not global like this, he's a useless. So if I try to do next raid alpha raid 3 and I put him there, I can't put him anywhere because the only thing he can do is go global, and he's gonna die. Very simple. I'm dying with my teams, so he's for sure gonna die. It's very unfortunate, but in future I might have to deal with that. I don't know if he sees this video or not. I'm just saying that it's that people have to understand that if I need stronger players at the expense of a weaker player, I am gonna do it, because I don't want any more Jakes leaving, if you wanna call it like that. When a strong player leaves because he wants to progress more. For me, that means that something is wrong with the alliance. Now, this stream is almost 1 hour long, and this is one of the streams I'm doing very rarely, because for me, playing the game repetitive. I play this game on my work sometimes. I don't want to do the same shit all over again. We have challenges here. I haven't done this one yet. I'm gonna just do one because it's full. We were very unlucky because this is very easy blitz. Like I said, luck is pretty nice. I have pretty nice heroes. One more good setup I think I did in the videos before is something like this. Wasp, Vision, Ant-Man, and Lieutenant. Now, when you look at it like this, it says, what the fuck, but they actually are pretty good. You have Vision to remove debuffs, you have Ant-Man to slow them down and steal buffs. Sorry, Vision to remove buffs, not debuffs. And then you have Wasp to do a lot of damage with the buffs from Mercenary Lieutenant, and you have a pretty solid tank in the middle. And the reason I put him in the middle is because these two have high dodges. They're highly dodgeable. So it's quite nice team right there. I quite like it. I think I'm gonna level up that next. Now the problem is I'm leveling a lot of tech characters, and that limits me like quite severely. Like I have lots of shit and I cannot level. It's very difficult to level up like this. Um, my Hawkeye is still here. It's been like I level a character, I use him, but he doesn't really need that much power. Mordo, Mordo is pretty good where he is. Maybe he just needs abilities. Kingpin as well. Crossbones, I just hate using him. Like I think it's he has one button and that's it. After that he's useless. He can do defense, offense down. That's it. Koret, I would actually like to level up. He's pretty good in my opinion. Pretty good merc, and I started doing. The only reason she's like level 55 is because I needed to do a challenge or whatever event, and that was the only reason she got to that high level. We can actually get this as well. Make one donation now, and that should be it. This was a very messy video as well. I haven't done these in a while. In my opinion, the game is okay. They just need to like let's say I have lots of Path of Exile videos. Yeah, I actually invested in that game. I bought some stuff with real money, but none of that stuff gave me extreme advantage. Like I cannot get stronger because of it. It only simplifies some things, like the stashes. I'm buying that, and they simplify my sorting out. Like they reduce the amount of time I need to sort out my stash. For me, that's great value. Of course, it would be better if it was in the game, not buying. But then again, nobody minds. It's a free-to-play game, and you're not gaining any advantage by buying stuff. The second thing you can do is buy cosmetics, and it's a good model. For me, like if they removed all these offers from the start, just like gave you some stupid things and cosmetics for your characters, that would be perfectly fine. But people are greedy, they want everything, and then they start doing this shit. Like, this is basically a meal for me. For everybody, actually. One meal. You're paying a meal for this offer. It's kind of stupid. Because you're gonna use it. Like, let's say we go here, we go power curse. I'm gonna use that in all this in 1 day, this 2 days, this 3 days. I'm basically losing a meal in every 3 days, if you wanna talk like that. And it took me some time to think about this as well, because I'm stupid. But yeah, guys, sorry, it's been a little bit messy video. I'm kind of annoyed with some of the stuff in the game, but I'm still playing. I've been trying to do my best as a leader. Unfortunately, my work at the moment is kind of pain in the ass sometimes, and if you saw me holding my shoulder for a while, it's because my shoulder fucking hurts from work, and it's very difficult to maintain alliance and working sometimes, unfortunately. Before I was a leader of alliances and officer, but I was just a kid. Now I'm almost 30. So kind of difficult to do all this. But alliance is going good. I managed to save things. I'm pretty good with that actually. I managed to always save some shit, not just in games, in real life as well. I like how alliance system is going. I would really like to see how Alliance War is gonna happen and Dark Dimension. We are gonna see what's gonna happen with those soon. Next time I'm gonna explain a little bit about that as well. My name was Kurtzkista. Thanks for watching. Hope I didn't bore you too much. And I'll probably start streaming Path of Exile soon. So until next time.